pleasure.
First of all, what is Stop the Madness and how is it working?
Stop the Madness is a program that is designed to get our young people to understand that basically the decisions that they make ultimately determine their outcome. A lot of kids are making unwise decisions, and we're ending up with a murder, we're ending up with kids carrying guns, kids in jail, and that kind of thing. So we're trying to get kids to stop and think.
One day after 14-year-old Alan Fryback's body was discovered in a St. Mary's Avenue home, he was found with a gunshot wound earlier. A 17-year-old boy, Leslie Woodson, was shot to death on a neighbor's front porch.
Jordan Jr. went home. Fort Wayne police arrested 17-year-old Dwayne Carter Jr. in the shooting, another name in what's becoming a long list of juveniles committing crimes against other juveniles.
We need to have a certain sense of urgency. Every day lives are being lost. Young people are being lost.
Death.
One of the worst things in the world to do is to bury a young person who has not even had the opportunity to really know what life is all about. To put them in the ground, to bury them.
We got to get up off of our cans of do nothing and make a positive impact on the lives of these kids.
We've got to come to grips with what our responsibility is and what our responsibility is to our youth.
Arms.
Indiana man is in Nashville trying to stop random violence involving young people.
The name of a nonprofit ministry from Fort Wayne, Indiana, established to reduce youth.
By Omaha today to tell you that it may not be your fault, but it is definitely your problem.
Kids escape crime and violence. More than 700 kids turned out to listen to an uplifting message about a good...
It started out as a vision over 20 years ago. It happened when I had the unfortunate task of funeralizing two 15-year-olds within a 2-week span. The pain, the suffering of young people and a community just tore my heart out. Somebody said we needed to do something. And so we started Stop the Madness.
I think what made Stop the Madness grow honestly was the incident that happened to me when I was 15 years old.
A stray bullet shattered this window and pierced Jordan in the back of the head. The Snyder High School sophomore was taken to St. Joseph Medical Center, fighting for his life, in critical condition, an innocent victim of random violence.
At the same time, Jordan's father, the city's most outspoken advocate for an end to random violence, tried to answer why this happened.
We want God to know, and we want this community to know that we love God enough that if he wants to use our son as an example to reach others, we're willing.
At that time, I had already buried 12 young people. But what happened when TJ was shot, the community saw that this was not just a group of people in a certain neighborhood, but violence could affect anyone, including the people that were out there trying to make a difference.
My name is Trisha McKee. Stop the Madness has been a blessing to me because it gives my boys, I am a parent of 5 boys, to give my boys somewhere to go in the evening, somewhere positive, somewhere spiritual, somewhere that will keep them involved around positive things instead of negative things.
I need y'all to give him y'all undivided attention, listen, no speaking while he's speaking, show respect. We all know, how many know what respect is? Everybody should raise their hand.
It is not only a skills program and an outreach program, it is a spiritual program also that helps the kids learn more about God, stay connected to God.
Let me kind of explain it to you. Have y'all ever heard a scripture that said, we're made in the image of God and in His likeness? If you ever heard that, raise your hand.
I have good morals in my life, just in with God, it made me better, in my walk with God, and it's improved me and a whole lot of stuff.
As a young child, I remember being involved in Stop the Madness, and I remember I learned so much through the adults that invested time in our lives. And I remember going to camp and staying overnight and doing the different activities. That was the first time I ever canoed. That was the first time I ever fished. And just being exposed to so many different things. And now that I am over Stop the Madness, I am able to give back and put those things that were instilled in me through the camp counselors and through the mentors into the young people that we work with.
About what the summer will hold for us. We're going to have a lot of fun, and inside of having that fun, we're going to learn a lot. It's going to be a very informative summer, but we're going to make it fun. Learning is fun, especially when it benefits you.
We know that programs do not change people, but people change people.
Really, more than anything, what has helped this ministry grow is the help of volunteers, the help of people, people catching the vision.
And so through the help and assistance of volunteers and mentors and people who are willing to dedicate that time and give back to the community, whether it's through personal committed time, through financial resources, those are the types of things that help us to continue to touch lives and to continue to stop the madness by touching
When
lives.
you're able to put positive role models in the lives of young people, they also grow up. They learn to give back. And when you see individuals who have been touched by others and are now touching the lives of those coming behind them, we'll be able to slow down on this madness that we're experiencing.
Stop the Madness has a Men of Vision program where they connect with the young men and an older adult to give them that guidance, maybe just to pick up the phone to say, hey, how are you doing? Just encouragement. And that program, just seeing from just that year at Orchard Knob Elementary, the opportunity for the youth to just see a change in their behavior.
The best part about Stop the Madness is, you can always go to the mentors. They'll never judge you. If you ever need them, you can call them. They'll never turn you away. They'll always be there for you.
Stop the Madness has been a blessing to me because it has given me positive male role models, father figures to help me become a man I am today. I was raised by a mom who raised 5 boys on her own, and just had to be kind of the dad for my other brothers, and to have a daddy for me was hard. So to be in Stop the Madness and have men be there for me like a father was good, and it was a blessing.
I've been in Stop the Madness for 3 years, and I think that is good for the youth because you can learn a lot of life skills, and it can teach you ways to be, things to do, how to do it.
Community service for Stop the Madness is very important. When we're in summer camp, when we do a lot of our activities, one of the things that we try to do is make sure that our young people are familiar what community service is, the importance of community service, and also utilizing their gifts to give back to the community through service. We believe that a lot of our young people have been blessed to be given a lot, but really don't know the gift of giving and to give back to the community, and that's what we focus on. We're proud of that as well.
That the community service is a good thing, and I really enjoy it because I like to give back to my community, and I think my community deserves what they are receiving from the programs that Stop the Madness does provide. 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years, but we went on a heritage trip, and I mean, it was fun.
One of the major things that we do in Stop the Madness is we take the young people on what we call a heritage tour. The heritage tour is a 3-day out-of-town trip where we visit various locations that teach the young people about their heritage. We go to Birmingham, Alabama. We've been to Selma, Alabama. Gainesville, Florida, where we did the Rosewood tour. We've been to Virginia, to the Slave Relic Museum, Atlanta, Georgia, the Martin Luther King Center. In Birmingham, we've gone to the 16th Street Church, and we've just done so many things. And the young people always return to Chattanooga with a new appreciation for the lives that were lost for their education, and come back encouraged to try to reach their full potential and to better their lives.
Man, there is no greater joy in the world for me than to attend our camps and to attend the programs that are being put on by Stop the Madness, or to take a kid to a ball game or an activity and see the joy and the expression on their faces, just because there's someone that cares for them, that have stepped up and filled that void.
The advice I would give a young person struggling with life is stay strong, believe in God first, keep your head on, and just live.
Never give up, because all things are possible.
Everything that I dream will become reality if I just trust in where dreams come from.
I see Stop the Madness as one of the national brands as far as what we're doing here and nationally, as an advocate for, like I said, the complete family. First and foremost, as I stated, it's a faith-based organization, and if you don't have God's help, things just doesn't go the right way. So we put God first, and this is it's not a magic stop all, catch all, but it's just a way that we can actually make a change in people's lives.
I just want to say I thank God for this vision that He gave us over 20 years ago. I thank God for the lives and the families that have been positively impacted. And I'm looking with great anticipation for what He has in store for us. Not just these past 20 years, but for 20 years down the road. Come join us. Help us stop this foolishness. This madness can stop. It's volunteers and these young people. We pray that you will bless them. There's a lot of y'all.
I want to tell you, if you stop the madness in your life, God will open some doors and you'll get to do a lot of things.
And I want y'all to just take advantage of this and just be the best y'all can be. And a lot of people say that we're not good enough because we're young. You all can say this, y'all can be here now.
After 20 years of serving young people and serving families, this is just the beginning for Stop the Madness. The sky is the limit for us and our young people.
Please help us save lives by stopping the madness.